Hi Felicia, this is Luana, and welcome to my week one screencast. So today I'm going to go over, the index HTML that I've created for the form to receive the new user PHP file or the PHP code. So let me go ahead and just pull up the form really quick here. And so I've pretty much went a little bit on the styling. I detailed it using a CSS file to style the form. So I included everything where it was required for first name, last name, username, password, as well as uploading for the avatar and the submit and reset button. So this is the HTML that I've laid out previously for the first assignment. So I didn't have to make any major changes. So this is it right here, and let me hop over to my PHP code. So I've learned a lot this week. I've watched all the videos for form processing and password encryption, and wow, it was a lot of great information. And as well as I watched the screencast, and towards the end I saw the demo for this assignment, for this project. So I try to get from what I've learned from the videos and what I've seen from the screencast and try to put it all together. Here I created a function, new user, which is going to store all the data from the inputs that the user inputs in the fields in here. And then I created also the hash password here with a dash of salt. And then have it return into a array. And then when we hop over here to the file upload, I actually tried to Google different ways, because there's always options out there. There's always different ways to do different to accomplish or to execute a certain code or a certain I guess if you will like a method, right? Whatever you're trying to accomplish. I'm kind of lost of words right now, sorry. So I saw something about the path extension, a path info extension, and as well as meme underscore, I think it's called meme underscore content underscore type. So I saw that for this function you're supposed to find the type as well as test it to make sure that the user has uploaded the correct image file, whether it's a JPEG or a PNG. So my initial attempt with the path info extension, it worked. How I did it, I don't have it. I guess I don't have it here because I went back. Obviously, I had so much. Maybe I was doing something wrong. I was having a lot of difficulties, so I went back to what I've learned from you in the videos. So, yeah. So I was trying to put JPEG and PNG, the different file extensions, into an array, and then passing it through. And then putting the file name as well as calling for the extension type within a variable, and then testing it out. And it would work, it would upload. However, like for example, below here in my images folder, I was testing out with other images earlier. These two worked, these two in the bottom worked. However, this one on the top would not upload at all. I kept getting an error, and I'm like, what's going on? And it was because it was reading exactly I don't know if it was reading if it was, I guess it was case sensitive. That's where I was trying to go with, and it was case sensitive, and I was trying to figure out how to, I guess, desensitize the case sensitivity of the extension, but I was having issues with that, and then I decided to move on and try the meme underscore content type. And then I guess I was just not understanding that method and how to put it together. So then I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go back to this and make sure it works. I did still ran into a couple issues just with this code right here, because I was trying to figure out how to get it into the directory as well. So yeah, so I resorted. This seems like the best method so far for me, and until I expand my knowledge, obviously, but only because, you know, you can't have that. You can't have, you know, only upload certain JPEGs because it's, you know, capitalized differently, and then you run into errors where it will neglect. You can't have errors that will neglect a JPEG, an actual JPEG type. So I think it was just really reading the string and not so much the extension string and not so much the type. So I guess that's where well, I had my epiphany there. It's just reading the extension, the string of the extension, and not the type. It wasn't looking for the type. So I guess that's why it wasn't working. So moving on. And then right here, I created the conditional where it tests to make sure that the users hit submit, and then it would display you know, a confirmation message. Hey, your account has been created, and then this confirms your registration. And then here I call the function from previous where with the array to return the array, and then from that array there's a loop that goes through the key and values, and to display it on the screen. So, and then right here to call the function file upload, so we can, as well as display the image that the user uploaded. So okay, so let's go ahead and do a little demo. All right, I'm going to type in my name, last name, username, password, and then I'm going to choose this image here, and then submit. And so, yes, it worked. I'm glad it worked for the screencast. So I styled it. I kept it in, as you can see here, you're going to see in my code, I kept it, I brought the form tags into the PHP file, only so I can still keep the style from the index HTML. I don't know, maybe there's a better way of doing it. I don't know if this is the incorrect way, but I did that so it doesn't look so different from the first page, or, you know, having to hand code another styling set for the return page. So I just kept this the form format and linked, and I put the HTML header in here as well, so it can link to the CSS styling. Let's see here, and also I was using earlier the print R, which was kind of helping me out to figure out why the image wasn't being uploaded or what was going on. So it would spit back out like, okay, yeah, yeah, we got your image, but there's nowhere to go. So it was good to have that to analyze and to actually execute the right directory or subdirectory, right? So I hope you enjoyed my screencast. I've learned a lot this past week. I enjoyed a lot of the videos, how in depth they are. They're just great, and it helps like really see how the code works, and I guess it makes it less intimidating, right? PHP less intimidating, because I've heard so many people well, I guess people who are developers that hate PHP apparently, and so I'm actually having, it's kind of fun to see, finding myself enjoying it than being afraid of it. So I hope I did everything correctly and everything looks good, and talk to you soon. Thank you.